You know what's strange? Sometimes the hardest part about setting an actual boundary is that nothing happens. Nobody argues back with you. Nobody sends a disgruntled text back in response. And sometimes that feels worse because here you are, probably sitting near your phone, waiting for a response, replaying conversations over in your head, just reviewing what was said and how it was said and the tones, wondering if you should send a message just to make sure they're okay or maybe to make sure you're okay with it. I did a previous video about the idea of setting a boundary, saying no, and the aftermath, which is this sort of foggy, heavy, or cloudy feeling. It's just so unclear about, the next steps. Because your body's used to one thing, now it's not, experiencing that thing. But I felt like something was missing, meaning I needed to address that heaviness and how to live in that space, because I think that's the next level of what many people really find troubling. How to actually stand firm in your stance and not just be a one-hit no wonder. Let's talk about that today. Welcome to Deep Work Haven. I'm Takia, and this channel is for women doing the work of identity, boundaries, and self-trust. If it sounds like something that you might be interested in, please stick around and join us each week as we delve into so many different topics. Let's get into it. If you are feeling this mixture of relief, yet somehow still guilty, I want to say something to you that hopefully will bring you some ease. I don't need you to mistake the feelings that you're feeling for signs that you made the wrong decision or you're moving in the wrong direction. You're not messing anything up here, okay? The focus is that tightness in your chest, that almost immediate urge to call, to text back and explain yourself, wondering if how you sounded was selfish or inconsiderate in any way. Those are all natural. Those are human being responses. It is simply your body now recognizing that maybe the old way you were doing things, old patterns, they're not at play anymore. There's something new on the horizon. There's this unrecognizableness to what's happening to your system. Imagine you have operated in give mode for years and years. Now you're asking your mind and body to experience and sit with things that you really haven't sat with before. Sat in the quiet, giving yourself space. We're not here to reset you so that you can go back, next week and just go fall back into your normal ways. We're here to learn how to deal differently in this new space post boundaries, because just clearing the space is not the finish line, right? We have more work to do. It's basically the beginning of the real work. There is something called an Amanah, or something that's entrusted you to care for. And I'm going to try and explain this in a way so that you know how it's connected to protecting your peace and your energy and time, etc. Most people think of trust as something given to someone else or something you receive from another person, right? But your time that I mentioned, your energy and your peace, they are also trusts. Let's take, for example, the door to a house. The door to a house is just a basic form of protection, right? The door prevents people from unwanted people from coming in, maybe protects what you value from going out, etc. In comparison to maybe a wall, you put up a wall and that's there. No one's going to go through there. This is not some sci-fi movie. You're going to be prevented from moving from the space on the one side of the wall to the space on the other side of the wall. Another example would be money. Money needs protection as well, like your time and your energy. Okay, now, so how will we protect it? You keep track of it. Maybe you're monitoring your spending. There's an accountability that exists for that. And that accountability is what's going to help protect that particular trust. The door is going to help protect whatever's inside the home. So like your time, if you're not tracking your time, you're not monitoring your energy, same thing. If you're not accountable for those things, you won't know what's going on with them. And your peace deserves protection as well. Okay, and so today we're going to, and that's what I want to discuss, how we can protect that and protect that space that you've now cleared out. You know, you cleared out all the noise and you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I protect this new space? Okay, so I'm going to name 3 things that I need you to bear in mind as you are embarking on this new journey of the post boundary setting space. 1, you don't owe a paragraph. Okay, you don't owe a paragraph. So I'll admit that I, like most people, believe that the first step is the hardest step, meaning the just saying no the first time, or setting that boundary the first time. Definitely hard. But what I didn't realize, that next level is when it really gets real, when you have to hold the no on that 5th go round, on that 10th go round, when you fight the urge to text back a 3-paragraph explanation, when you get a response from someone that's like, you know, you seem like you've changed, anything like that. That's it. That right there, all of that is where the real work, the real work takes place. And the thing is here, I need you to hold fast and realize that you don't have to justify every time. And I said every time because this is new. So you're going to do some justifying along the way. But understand, in this beginning stages, you don't have to justify every time. And honestly, if you feel like you don't want to justify at all, do you. You don't. You don't owe this to someone. You know, and if you find yourself explaining a boundary over and over and over, you really didn't set the boundary. It's not set. You know, it's not settled in the cement. You're still in the negotiations of such, and it sounds like you are losing your footing slowly but surely. You're going to say what you need once, and you're going to back away and let life happen. Tough. I know. That's what you're going to do. Number 2, you're going to ask yourself, is it guilt or growing pains? Is it guilt or growing pain? When the guilt shows up, and it will, it undoubtedly usually does, you're going to ask yourself this question. Am I concerned with that I hurt someone else, or am I more so concerned with the uncomfortable feeling that I'm feeling? If someone is genuinely concerned that you have crossed the line in their opinion and you value that relationship, please do communicate with them so that they know where you are coming from. But if the only thing that happened is that you stopped overextending yourself and it feels uncomfortable to you, that's not guilt. That's just growth, and it's what change looks like and feels like. You're going to have to ride this one through until it begins to feel normal, and it will, God willing. Number 3, simple, not simple. Don't fill the space back in. That's it. Don't fill it back in. You don't have anything planned for Tuesday night now. I'm not talking about like family obligations. Saturday morning is open, clear as day. Fight the urge to find something new to add into the space. Don't sign up for something else, a project, just so that you can prove yourself still useful. We want to fight all of those urges here. You want to let the space just stay open for a while. Just let it marinate for a little bit. Give it some time to breathe, right? You want to settle into this nothingness and being okay with the nothingness. I'm not saying that as if it was easy. I'm still struggling with settling and sitting with the nothingness sometimes, honestly. I have to create actual challenges for myself so that I can make sure that I do respect that space that includes nothing, just me and my thoughts maybe. You know, just me and my thoughts. Just being, looking out into nature. Or just sitting in a chair, being still and not being productive for the sake of being productive, or signing up for something for the sake of being involved with something. Some weeks, protecting your Amanah, or the trusts, remember, will look just like that. You not doing a thing and being okay as God intended you to. Leave your calendar free as a bird out of a cage. So setting the boundaries was the first step. That got you here. Now we need to keep it, right? So to keep it, What do we say? We're not going to over-explain ourselves to keep our calendar free. We're not going to mistake the discomfort and unfamiliarity with a mistake. We are on the right path that God has placed us on. Our goal is to realign with our natural given selves, and over time, of course, helping the body become familiar with this new way of doing things, this new way of accepting and protecting what we've been given. I need you to do me a favor, which is to list a boundary in the comments. Maybe it's one that you have already set long ago, or maybe you're in a space where you're pretty good, with sustaining your boundaries. Maybe leave a tip, please, for someone else. You never know who is reading. Oftentimes, the people viewing these videos are not really comfortable leaving comments because, in my opinion, I believe it's sort of a feeling of exposure. But the reality is you're not the only one out there. There are others, and we need to do as much as possible to help one another whenever we can. Another favor I need from you is to subscribe to the channel so that we can grow and the messages can get to as many women as possible of all ages, whoever is experiencing the different topics that we discuss here at Deep Work Haven. Again, my name is Takia. It's been a pleasure to have this discussion with you via online. Come back and check out some other videos. Peace.